Hey everyone, welcome back to GameMaker Cast. It's Mickey, and today I want to show you a super handy trick for keeping your code clean when you have a bunch of timers running in your game. We're going to build a simple cooldown system using structs so you can ditch all those scattered variables and repetitive if blocks. If you want to follow along, grab the cooldown library from our GitHub. There's a link in the description. Imagine you've got a shooting mechanic in your game. In the create event of your player object, you might set up two variables, one to store the original cooldown length and another to count down each frame. Then, in the step event, you subtract 1 from your timer, check if it's hit 0, fire a bullet, reset the timer, and maybe even change the player's color for a quick visual cue. That works perfectly fine for a single action. But what happens when you want to add jumping, dashing, shields, or anything else that needs its own delay? Before you know it, you're juggling jump initial, jump current, dash initial, dash current, and your step event looks like a nested maze of almost identical logic. Structs let us bundle both data and behavior into one neat package, which means one thing per cooldown rather than 2 or 3 loose variables. Let's see how we can set this up using the library. In our player's create event, we will define a new variable for our cooldown. For the cooldown itself, it accepts 2 variables. However, we will just be using the first one. The first parameter is how many frames you want to wait. Here we can use the function game getSpeed followed by the variable gameSpeed FPS. Next, we multiply it by how many seconds we want to wait, and in our case, we will wait 3 seconds. Now with one variable, we have access to a bunch of different functions. Let's go to the step event to use some of these. In our step event, we will need to have our timer tick, and we will use the update function for this. Next, we can see if our cooldown is ready. Once it is ready, we can move on to everything else, such as changing the color of our sprite. If our cooldown is not ready, then we will want to make sure that we change the color back to white. Finally, we can look to see if we are pressing the left mouse button. Once we press that button, we will create a new instance of our object bullet at the X and Y location of our player. Let's add the direction so that it will move towards our mouse positions. And finally, let's add some speed to actually move the object. The final thing we need to do is restart the cooldown. It is as simple as calling the start function again. So notice how you no longer need separate fire timer or a can fire variables. One struct call handles everything. This struct also gives you handy methods like pause and resume. All in all, using structs for cooldowns makes your code read like plain English. You'll never worry about accidentally mixing up jump current and dash current variables again. Adding new abilities is as easy as creating another struct in your create event. Anyway, thanks for hanging out and checking out this cooldown system. If you found it useful, give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more laid-back GameMaker tips, tricks, and libraries. Until next time, happy coding! I wanted to give a special shout out to the following Patreons as the support has always been overwhelming. GameMaker Community, Sean, Matthew, Micah, Review the Future, Sapikai, Thomas, and Victor. Once again, I want to thank you all, even if you are not a member. I hope you enjoy the video and don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube.